right, Robert Griffin III, former NFL quarterback, also works for ESPN now, is releasing a tell-all book on his time with the Washington football team. When he played, they were the Redskins, and now he's saying that he was harassed there. You know, Me Too type of harassment. I just say it that way. So give me 1 second. So let's talk about it, man. Most people say, well, this probably was a money grab, but I mean, if he needed money, he been removed from the starting quarterback money for a while, and he just got a raise to ESPN. Seemed like he come from a really good family, so his family don't seem like they was hurt for money before he got to the NFL. And also, I don't think that ESPN paying that badly neither, because he just got a promotion up to ESPN. I forget he was just doing like a podcast last year or something like that, and he started becoming relevant, especially the one where he blasted Kirk Cousins. If you do remember, his tenure at Washington didn't start off well neither, because the Shanahans didn't want him, and Snyder wanted RG3, and the Shanahans wanted Kirk Cousins, so they took Kirk Cousins like in the 4th or 5th round. But check out the NFL playlist and check out the current news playlist, because this is current news. So yeah, the Shanahans didn't want him, so it started off to very turbulent. But for them not wanting, they did a great job, using Robert Griffin III. And they would have beat Seattle in advance if he didn't injure his knee. So but yeah, the perception was, at least from on the outside looking in to somebody that wasn't a football team fan, was that RG3 was beloved by Dan Snyder. It was so much that went on there, bro. I mean, I think he deserved to tell a side of story and profit off of all the traumatic experience he went through, you know. But yeah, because the perception was that Daniel Snyder loved him, but the team didn't. And it was one point where they stopped blocking for him. Trent Williams, that played for the 49ers, and the offensive line stopped blocking for him because the perception was his nose was in Dan Snyder's butt. But I think it was the other way around. Snyder's nose was in RG butt, and he loved Robert Griffin III, and they stopped blocking for him. That's one of the reasons that he started getting beat up, because there was no the line didn't like him. And the thing was, the subject was because he was too cool with the owner. You know what I'm saying? He was the owner favorite, so they stopped blocking for him. You could tell it was a difference how they was blocking for RG3 and how they was blocking for Kirk Cousins, which to me, that was lame, especially for the leader of that line, Trent Williams. If that was true, to be a brother and not block for another brother, just let you know, black people hate each other the most. Another small on a smaller scale there, but and us killing each other. So I mean, it's so much stuff, man. It's documented, bro. If you're an NFL fan, you've seen it, and it's so many stuff that we probably thought. But it says former Washington quarterback RG3 taught in a tell-all book about the franchise Dan Snyder should be worried. And the perception was they was cool. So hold on. So now let me zoom in one more time. 9 years ago, Robert Griffin III was supposed to be the bedrock beneath Dan Snyder in the NFL Washington franchise. Now the former offensive rookie of the year is shaping up to be the latest trapdoor to open under Snyder's feet. At least that appears to be what RG3 promised on Tuesday when he announced his forthcoming book in the summer of 2022. As Griffin framed the announcement on social media, he said, quote, I'm so excited to announce that I wrote a book and it's coming out August 2022. Title Survival Washington. Now, every experience I've ever had has made me better, a better husband, a better father, a better player. But I want you to take this journey with me as I walk through one of the most dysfunctional franchises in all the sports. I'm going to tell you the truth about what happened in the playoff game in 2012 against Seattle, which they should have won. He got injured. I'm going to detail the medical mismanagement I received during my time in Washington. I'm going to open our eyes to the sexual harassment that premeditated the walls of the building. Permitted. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not pronouncing this right. Permitted the walls of the building and giving you the deep dive into the power struggle between one of the most powerful coaches in all the sports and owners that many of you want gone. Okay, I'm sorry for that. Okay. Frankly, Griffin hasn't added a great deal of to the NFL orbit since breakout 2012 season. A year ended up him re-injured the ligament knees and arguably altering the career forever during the aforementioned playoff game against the Seahawks. But there's no question that that he wanted a front row seat during the turbulent that he had a front row seat during the turbulent and very relevant time in Snyder's ownership. There was a power struggle between head coach Mike Shanahan and Snyder, as well as a persistent drama inside the locker room that was often divided between loyalties to Griffin and the former Washington quarterback Kirk Cousins. He just took a shot at Kirk Cousins last year too. I think that's what got him his deal with ESPN. It is within, I think he over ESPN, but it is within the reason to believe Griffin is going to have significant dirt thrown around, and plenty of it is going to land on Snyder and other notable names who were in power during the 4 years in Washington from 2012 to 2015. Lest anyone forget who else inside the team at the time, it was a leading cast of prominent names that went far beyond Mike Shanahan. The list includes head coaches Kyle Shanahan for the 49ers, Matt LaFleur, Green Bay Packers, Sean McVay, Los Angeles Rams, as well as defensive coordinator Raheem Morris, Rams, and Joe Barry Packers, offensive coordinator Mike Daniels for the 49ers. Griffin is also overlapped with executive Bruce Allen, whose emails with John Gruden sparked a lawsuit from the former Los Angeles Raiders. I'm just gonna keep playing the damn video. Sparked a lawsuit from the Los Angeles Raiders head coach against the NFL. The former Washington general manager Scott McLaughlin, those tenures ended very bad with the franchise. As a 4-year era ago, 4 year ago, okay. The Bound to Sell book particularly is Griffin driven. What is published is touting as being explosive from the publisher. Cool. Of course, they got to sell the book. All right. Quote, a one-of-a-kind explosive tell-all from former franchise savior Robert Griffin III, detailing the shocking mismanaged and toxic culture within the most dysfunctional professional football team in America. An eye-opening moving memoir, Griffin shines a light on the infamous playoff game, along with the toxic environment he witnessed with the medical mismanagement and sexual harassment in the most dysfunctional organization. Okay, it's just gonna keep working. Organization in sports today, overseen by Dan Snyder. So, they gonna write a whole fucking book on this. They just gonna make you watch every video they freaking publish. So, I mean, that is what it is. I mean, honestly, man, I think he got injured in college too, man. But you know what's becoming a recurring theme is the term medical mismanagement or misdiagnosed with injuries. Andrew Luck was misdiagnosed. He said he wasn't going through that again. So a lot of these medical teams that's misdiagnosing these players, man. Whether the quarterback, imagine that's quarterbacks. You know, imagine if it's other positions with heads and stuff. So I mean, now they probably got to change the status, change the standards for the medical physicians that's in the that's with these football teams. Maybe you got to have a medical auditor over them to make sure they're making the right decisions. Remember, any given Sunday, that was an issue that old boys letting them play and they was already injured. So, you know, the medical mismanagement part of it is becoming a recurring thing, and it's the reason why Andrew Luck retired in football. It's leading to other things too. So, along with them not giving them lifetime benefits, and they got to make stories because you don't want to pay them their benefits. Shannon Sharp said he paid like $40,000 a month out of pocket for medical expenses, for medical insurance. Maybe if you just budge all that fine money, just throw it into the medical insurance spot for the players. You won't have players, you know, scheming on the medical plan and all that type of crap. But like I said before, with this brother here, man, I think he injured his leg in college. That was something that should have been documented for the football team. And he shouldn't have been used the way he's been used. He used the same way as Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is just a little bit more sturdier. But you can't win football games like that. If a player got to survive running options and doing lead running backs and carrying the ball 20, 30 times throughout their career, they're not gonna survive playing in the National Football League. That's just the honest truth. These dudes are not going to survive it. Hold on. They're not going to survive it. They're not gonna survive playing in the league, bro. You can't run that shit they running with Lamar. They run with Robert Griffin III. If they can't play quarterback, well, we got to sit them. We can't start them right away. We got to sit them until they learn to play in the pocket and run just a little bit. But look at the draft. You Andrew Luck gone, and this was just in 2012. It ain't been 10 years. Robert Griffin gone. Trent Richardson gone. Matt Khalil, I'm not sure if he's still. Justin Blackman never got his career going due to alcoholism. I think it was. Morris Claiborne gone. Mark Barron gone. Ryan Tannehill, he playing. Luke Kuechly retired. Stephon Gilmore just down there in Carolina got traded. Terry Poe, I think he gone. Fletcher Cox still. I mean, crazy first round pick. Mark Ingram still going. I mean, so yeah, man. Can't run nobody into the ground like that, bro. Can't do it. They hard headed. You can't run them dudes into the ground like you. They gotta throw the ball. They gotta play from the pocket, and ultimately we'll see what happens. But the harassment thing is, kind of crazy. Did Dan Snyder try to do something to him? So, and what really opened this door was the investigation through the franchise. So once you open the door, it's like the Me Too movement. Everybody got something to say. Everybody got something to profit off of, and this may aid John Gruden to get this money. So hey, it is what it is. Hopefully, break off RG3 a couple dollars too, man, because that investigation opened the floodgates, and I think he want to open the floodgates to more of them emails. He want revenge. Career don't turn out. People blame the player, but it's an organizational thing when a player don't work out. So sometimes a player thing like Jamarcus Russell, but a lot of times it's an organizational thing when guys misdiagnosed like RG3 and Andrew Luck and careers cut short. So, I mean, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys, girls and guys, think. Check the NFL playlist, current news playlist. Hopefully for no more videos like this, but for those respective videos. You want to financially support the channel, Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description, or the Cash App Venmo names rolling at the bottom of the screen. Best way to donate, thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel, comment. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance, get notifications when I go live and drop a video. Other than that, you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Video requests, you want to advertise on the channel, business question, inquiry, sponsor, video requests. Appreciate the love, support. One time, let me know in the comment section. Peace.